Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm talking about focus and what focus is and what focus isn't. So if somebody comes to me and says, but I am focused on what I want, I'm completely focused on this version of events and I'm seeing the opposite, or I am not seeing anything at all, but I know that that's what I'm completely focused on. Now, focus is not what you're doing externally. It's not what you're doing knowingly, really. So focus like that with visualization and affirmations and all that kind of thing is coming from your rational brain. You are using your analytical brain, which of course you have to in some cases. So you're using that and you're feeling like I'm focused. But the thing is, what's going on is your focus really is what you are feeling. So you need to kind of switch the way you look at this. Don't think of your focus as what you're doing with your analytical brain. Think of your focus as the feeling that's going on within you. So on one hand, let's say you're trying to get back with somebody and you are focusing on them and focusing on being with them and you're feeling okay about it. You're not having huge resistant thoughts there. So you're feeling that, so you are thinking that and you're focusing, you're having visualizations which feel okay to you or good to you, you're affirming and you don't feel bad doing that. So you think your focus is on that. But the thing is, have you stopped to notice what your feeling is in general on the whole subject? So if you bring that thing that you want to manifest to mind, person or thing, how do you really feel about the situation? Do you think that you're more focused on what the situation is now? Because just because you're using some manifestation techniques and you're focusing for short periods of time on the good and what you want, if you're then going back and your dominant vibration, your dominant feeling state is of what you're seeing now, then that's what you're focused on. You're not actually focused on those other things. You're just having little spurts of, I'm going to manifest now. Little spurts of doing stuff where perhaps you're feeling good, perhaps you're not, I don't know. But whatever, it doesn't really matter. If you're feeling good when you do it, but then you're slipping back into the feeling state of, I don't have it, where is it, why isn't it here yet? That's your focus. So I think it's a bit of a kind of it's not really spoken about much. People talk about focusing, but not really saying that your focus is your feelings. It isn't what you're doing with your rational brain, because actually our analytical rational mind shouldn't really come into this equation, really. It shouldn't really come into it apart from giving an instruction to our subconscious. The analytical mind with manifesting is a complete waste of time, because it will try to find you a way. And the thing is, if it tries to find you a way, then you are ruling out the universe, or whatever this is, finding it for you. You are ruling that out. You are ruling out the best possible way. You are going to find a harder way to do it. You are going to find a way that's a bit more of a struggle, because that's what happens when your analytical brain gets involved and it's trying and it's ticking over and over and over and trying to find you a solution. So what you want to do is split the two things. Think, okay, it's completely separate. My rational mind is separate to my subconscious mind, and my rational mind is no good for finding solutions. That has to be left to my subconscious to, we don't really know what this is, but it has to be left to whatever this higher power is. It has to be left to my higher self. It cannot be left to the rational brain, because that is not what it's for. The rational brain is good for lots of things, but it is not good when manifesting. It just need not come into the equation. So if you can split those two like that, it will make it a lot easier, because you won't then, when you say affirmations or whatever it is that you do, you won't then be trying to convince yourself that they're true, because it's nothing to do with your rational mind. So you don't need to do that. Eventually, over time, you will come on board and you'll notice that you actually really feel that about yourself, but it's more that you feel it than you think it, if you know what I mean. So think about, where is my focus really? Okay, let's look at this differently. I've been thinking that I've focused and feeling good on the things that I'm doing, but am I slipping back? Am I then thinking, where is it? I've done this work, where is it? I deserve it. Or just this underlying, it can even just be an underlying feeling of what is now, of what you're seeing in the 3D. You've got this underlying feeling that is what is classed as your focus. Other people might have said this, I don't know, but I've never heard it said before, and I think it's a real clear distinction to make, that your focus is not what you're doing when you're manifesting, even if you're feeling good. Your focus is your dominant vibration, and if your dominant vibration is of you don't have it, then that's what you're going to see. Because imagine your dominant vibration as a signal that you are sending out to the universe, and the universe is going to give you back whatever that signal is, because it thinks that's what you want. So it just gives you back more and more of that. So if you can think of that as your focus, I think that will maybe make you notice it a little bit more, your feelings. So by all means, do that stuff, visualize and affirm if you enjoy doing that, and if it feels good. But there does come a point when I think you need to step back from it and really look at what's going on inside of you, because if something hasn't come into your life, it's generally because your dominant vibration is not in line with what you want or what you think is your focus. So just change your thinking about your focus and just know that it isn't what you're doing, it's how you are feeling the majority of the time. I wanted to keep this video really, really short, because not really, really short, but I wanted to keep it really, really on point. So I'm not going to stuff it up, mix it up with anything else. I just thought it was a really important point to make. These things get thrown up to me when I'm having coaching sessions and I'll be talking to somebody and they might say something like that and I go, but that's not your focus. And then I think, oh, I've never spoken about that before. That's a really good point to make, because if this person is thinking this, then lots of other people are going to be as well. So if this is useful to anyone, awesome. Right, that's it. I write books, I'm an author, so my books are listed below. I am a coach. You can go along to my website and book up a session with me, mainly based around self-concept, but anything really. And I have a members area on my website. If you go along to the coaching page, and I'll put a link to it down below, go down to the bottom of the page and there's a link that says join as a member, and you can either join as a free member or a paid member, but you probably want to join as a free member to start with and have a look around anyway. All of the majority of the modules in there are completely free. The members hub is completely free. You can use that and talk to other members. The upgrades come if you want to talk to me on a more regular basis, and if you want to make use of the streamed subliminals that I put up there and that sort of thing. But other than that, yeah, it is free. Join, have a look around and see if you can make use of any of the free content there. My son Harrison has a channel, and every Monday I do a podcast with him. Again, I think it's going to be late again this week because we've got so much going on. He has his driving theory test on Monday, so we're not going to get around to doing it on Monday. But we do tend to base that around self-concept and specific person, relationship talk, that sort of thing, with our own personal experiences chucked in there as well. There's a lot of, as Harry called it, banter going on, a lot of chat. So we tend to waffle off the point sometimes, but I think it's quite fun. And it's fun for us anyway. So yeah, thanks for watching. And I really hope that you got something from this video.